Have you ever wondered why every glitch, every randomization seems to benefit YouTube while penalizing creators? Watch hours disappear, views miscount, and monetization goals slip further out of reach. Yet curiously, there's no wave of creators saying, "Wow, YouTube just gave me extra hours toward monetization." The evidence suggests that this randomization may not be so random after all. It's almost always skewed in YouTube's favor. For instance, creators have reported sudden drops in watch hours right after uploading new content, despite maintaining consistent quality and engagement. Many have taken to social media to voice their frustrations, sharing screenshots and detailed accounts of their analytics woes. Experts suggest that these drops could be linked to changes in YouTube's algorithm, which often prioritizes certain types of content over others. Creators have tried various strategies to counteract these drops, but the results are often inconsistent and unpredictable. While some manage to recover, many are left wondering if the system is inherently biased against them. The question remains, is YouTube's AI truly random, or is there a deeper, more systematic issue at play? YouTube claims its analytics are managed by sophisticated algorithms, but the reality is different. Many of these systems rely on AIs driven by random generators, programs that are inherently unpredictable. And while randomization might sound neutral, the results tell a different story. These algorithms use complex machine learning models that analyze vast amounts of data, including user behavior, video metadata, and engagement metrics. For instance, one case study revealed a sudden drop in views for a creator who had consistent performance. Experts suggest that such fluctuations can be attributed to the algorithm's randomization component, which can unpredictably favor or disfavor certain content. This randomness can lead to significant disparities, even among similar content. Many creators have voiced their concerns, questioning the fairness and transparency of these systems. YouTube, however, maintains that their algorithms are designed to optimize user experience and content discovery. Every error or adjustment seems to cost creators revenue, visibility, or progress toward monetization. Is it just a coincidence that the platform itself, profiting from ads and creator content, is never on the losing end? When creators invest time, energy, and money into their content, they expect an honest return. But instead, many are left wondering where their hours went and why their videos aren't performing as expected. YouTube often blames these discrepancies on technical glitches or AI miscalculations, yet those mistakes consistently harm creators rather than helping them. Take, for example, Sarah, a lifestyle vlogger who saw her views plummet overnight. She spent weeks trying to understand what went wrong, only to be told it was a random algorithm change. For many, these random changes mean not just a loss of views, but a significant financial hit. Rent, bills, and other expenses don't wait for YouTube's algorithm to stabilize. Creators often turn to YouTube support for answers, but the responses are usually vague and unhelpful, leaving them in the dark. The constant uncertainty forces creators to constantly adapt, often at the cost of their mental health and creativity. Many creators report feeling burned out and disillusioned, questioning whether their hard work is worth the unpredictable returns. Despite these challenges, the creator community often bands together, sharing tips and offering support to navigate the unpredictable landscape of YouTube's algorithm. This raises a critical question. Is the randomization really random, or is it designed to prioritize YouTube's bottom line? Some argue that YouTube's algorithms are inherently biased, favoring content that generates more ad revenue. On the other hand, YouTube claims that their system is designed to be fair and impartial, aiming to provide a level playing field for all creators. Critics point out that the lack of transparency in how these algorithms work makes it difficult to trust these claims. However, supporters argue that complete transparency could lead to exploitation and gaming of the system. Ultimately, the ethical implications of YouTube's practices remain a contentious issue, with valid points on both sides. This issue extends beyond YouTube. Increasingly, tech companies use AI as both a shield and a sword. They blame the AI for errors while quietly benefiting from the outcomes. From social media platforms to e-commerce giants, the phrase "the algorithm did it" has become an excuse to avoid accountability for harmful practices. For YouTube creators, this lack of accountability is more than frustrating. It's potentially unethical. Creators rely on accurate analytics to plan content, grow their audiences, and earn a living. When those numbers are manipulated intentionally or not, it erodes trust and raises legal and ethical concerns. Could knowingly deploying flawed systems that repeatedly disadvantage creators be considered fraudulent? In healthcare, AI is used for diagnostics and treatment plans, but errors can lead to misdiagnoses and patient harm. Autonomous vehicles rely on AI for navigation, yet failures in these systems can result in accidents and fatalities. In recruitment, AI is used to screen candidates, but biases in these algorithms can unfairly disadvantage qualified applicants. Financial markets use AI for trading, where errors or manipulations can lead to significant economic consequences. In education, AI tools assist in personalized learning, but inaccuracies can affect student outcomes and learning paths. The broader issue with AI is not just about technology, but about the ethical frameworks guiding its use. As AI continues to permeate various sectors, the call for transparency, accountability, and ethical standards grows louder. It's crucial for stakeholders, from developers to policymakers, to address these challenges to ensure AI benefits society as a whole. Transparency is key, or is it? YouTube owes its creators a clear explanation of how its systems work, how errors are corrected, and why randomization consistently seems to hurt creators rather than help them. If random generators are truly neutral, why don't we see reports of creators benefiting? The absence of positive randomization outcomes suggests the system may be inherently biased. One solution could be regular transparency reports from YouTube, detailing how the algorithm impacts different types of content. Another approach is to provide creators with more control over their content's visibility, allowing them to opt out of certain randomization processes. Open forums and Q&A sessions with YouTube engineers could also help bridge the gap, offering creators a platform to voice their concerns and get real-time feedback. Ultimately, transparency fosters trust, and trust is essential for a thriving creator community. On the flip side, many believe the exploitation of creators and consumers is part of the business model and system of parasitic corporatism, and every effort is made to steal every penny that can be stolen. With such corporations, transparency will never happen, and if they claim complete transparency, it will be a lie. The best solution is not to use random generator programs at all and use deterministic algorithms, as they claim they use. As creators, we must demand better. Advocate for systems that are fair, transparent, and accountable. Platforms like YouTube thrive because of the content we produce. It's time they treat us as partners, not expendable resources. Let's push for an environment where creators are empowered, errors are acknowledged and corrected equitably, and no one hides behind AI as an excuse for exploitation. Together we can make our voices heard and build a system that works for everyone. Start by signing petitions and joining advocacy groups that fight for creator rights. Share your stories and use your platforms to spread awareness about these issues. Educate yourself and others about your rights and the ethical use of AI. Collaborate with fellow creators to form alliances and support each other's initiatives. Present proposals and negotiate with platform representatives to achieve meaningful policy changes. Celebrate every victory, no matter how small, and keep pushing forward. United in purpose, we can envision a fair future and make a lasting difference.